Amanda here from Create Your Future. Guys, so I have an exciting video today that I'm answering a few questions like, am I doing this right? And are we really creating, or is it already done? So neurolinguistic programming practitioner, hypnotherapist, EFT practitioner, and a certified life coach. And if you guys don't already know, we do have a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. It's going to help you to be able to build your mental diet, because at the end of the day, guys, as we're going to talk about in this video, your thoughts create. What you focus on grows. Where you put your attention grows, okay? And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I do have a course, How to Create the Relationship You Love. It's going to help you create a mantra to speed up your manifestation, okay? A mantra is something that you make out of, like, that's really your really most powerful affirmations, and they're a go-to every time you think of your situation, okay? So I've turned things around in as little as 5 days with a mantra, okay, guys? So you can do this. I believe it's going to help you to be able to work on that, as well as I do have affirmation tracks, affirmations to manifest money, to get your ex back, as well as to get rid of the third party. All of it is on sale right now. People are getting a lot of great results, and the course and the 2 affirmation tracks, get rid of the third party and manifest your ex, really go together well. So, the affirmation tracks as well, they are going to help you reprogram your subconscious mind, because the way that I've set them up is I say the affirmation first, and then you repeat it. We're doing it together, okay? Because it's repetition will reprogram the subconscious mind. So there's 2 ways to reprogram your subconscious mind. That's with repetition, or, through basically the drowsy state before sleep, okay? So let's dive into it, guys. So, one question that I get a lot of the time is, are we really creating, bringing things, and creating a reality, or is, reality and creation already done and we're selecting our reality? Well, I mean, yes to both. I mean, yes, creation is already done according to quantum physics. And when you do an intention or an affirmation, all you're doing is you're just focusing on and landing on that reality, and you're shifting to that parallel reality. So yes, that's absolutely true. So manifesting and creating your reality. So the definition of manifesting is an event, action, or object that clearly shows. Okay, so basically, when you select your reality, you may do your affirmations, whatever you focus on, you're manifesting it because you're just clearly showing it. So when you shift parallel realities, you're still manifesting, okay? Manifesting just means, an event, action, or object that is clearly shown because you've decided to focus on it. So, it doesn't really matter how you want to look at this. At the end of the day, it's simple. What you think about is what you create in your reality, okay? Your thoughts create your emotions. Your thoughts create your beliefs. Your thoughts create your assumptions. That's it. Okay, so all you need to do is to focus on what you want. Okay, so how do you focus on what you want properly? How do you know if you're doing this right? Okay, well, it's easy. You listen to yourself. Okay, so let's say, for instance, you're manifesting Jerry, but every time you think of your SP, all of a sudden you get anxiety. Okay, so if you're getting anxiety when you think of your SP, you're living from the end of rejection and worry. Okay, so how do you shift that? You ask yourself, what thoughts am I having that's creating the thought of anxiety? So now, how do you know that your thoughts create your emotions, right? Well, I mean, have you ever thought of something that would upset you and then you started to get upset? Here's an example. I was actually hanging out with somebody once. We're driving and we're going to go to a restaurant for dinner. And I said, let's go to this restaurant. And they said, oh, it's always packed there. There's always a long lineup. There's going to be a wait list. And they were getting upset just thinking about this, okay? So you think about a past experience when, say, your SP did something to you that upset you, you get upset. Okay, yeah, right there. Okay, when you think of a bad situation that's happened to you, you get upset. So your thoughts create your emotion. Okay, in NLP and hypnotherapy school, we learn that, you can close your eyes and picture, eating this lemon and the sourness, and you will actually start to salivate when you focus on that properly. Okay, so your thoughts create basically your emotions and all of your physiological responses, because your subconscious mind and your conscious mind doesn't know the difference between something that's happening in reality or something that you're just saying in your head. Okay, so you need to focus on what you want, and the basis of your thoughts create is true. So it doesn't matter if you believe in manifesting. It doesn't matter if you believe reality is already done and you're shifting parallel realities. None of that matters. It's just the power of positive thinking. That's the secret of manifesting. And positive in the way of it's in line with what you want, okay? So if you want to be in a relationship with someone, you got to believe that you're good enough, that they want to be in a relationship with you, and that they're ready to be in a relationship with you. And you need to drop all the abandonment and all those other things that go along that may be in your way for getting that relationship. Okay, so you got to go through all those, previous beliefs and subconscious stories and assumptions that you've told yourself. Okay, so basically what happens is when we make a declaration and we start saying something or repeating it, it shows up in our reality, and then all of a sudden, it becomes like a thing, a real thing to us now. But we have to understand that that circumstance was only created by us and shown up because our subconscious mind was, your wish is my command, okay? And it's not this immovable thing. You created your circumstances with your thoughts. You can change your circumstances with your thoughts, okay? So at the very basis of this, right, you're doing it right when you think about what you're manifesting and you feel good. You can't manifest something good when you're angry at it, okay? If you're angry and you're mad at your SP, you can't manifest, anything else other than more things that are going to make you angry and frustrated and resentful, etc., etc. Okay, so whatever emotions you have towards something, okay, you're just going to get more of that back. Okay, so you need to clear your emotional field first. I mean, I do it in a certain way where I basically just say, look, I manifest. I let go of the anger, because what's the point? I know I can't change it holding on to the anger. What does the anger serve me? Absolutely nothing. Some people tap it out, right? Some people, have a lot of different ways of dealing with their anger, and any negative emotion. But what you do need to do is you need to deal with it and shift out of it and think positive about what you want. And if you do have a circumstance that shows up, remember, everyone's you pushed out. You created that circumstance. As easy as you can create it, you can change it. Now, I'll tell you right now, just because you've had a pattern for, say, 20 years, doesn't mean it's going to take a long time to change. You can change it right now, just like that, just by bringing it to the surface and saying, look, I have this pattern. Okay, everyone abandons me. I no longer want to have that pattern anymore. This is what I want to have instead. And then reaffirm your new story a few times. Mantra. Repeat it, and you will end up changing it. Okay, so guys, I intend that this video helps you. Comment below if you have any other questions. I'm happy to answer them. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.